From the tank on the campus of the College of Staten Island, CSI Sportsnet presents NCAA Division II women's basketball coverage live on the ECC network. In tonight's conference matchup, the College of Staten Island Dolphins host the Mercy University Mavericks. Good evening, everybody. My name is Joe Foreman, alongside my broadcast partner, Nick Durst. And Nick, the Dolphins come in looking to snap a losing streak now that has gone on since Game 7 of their season. However, the Dolphins did win a pair of conference games early and are right in the thick of things in the ECC. They're looking to avenge a loss against Mercy earlier this season.
Yeah, looking to even up the season series here, go 1-1. A little bit of revenge is what the Dolphins are hoping to serve up here on their home court, right here in the tank. And if they win this game, they'll be looking good going towards potential ECC playoff game. But right now, they need to get back in the winning ways here, and it will start tonight with this game. If they can win here, it'll be big for them moving forward, Joe, and it'll mean good things for them for the rest of the season to come.
So, this game is getting underway a bit early. We expected this game to get started closer to 5:30. They're getting started a bit earlier.
The players just could not wait. They were like, let's go. We want to play right now.
We have a pregame ceremony ahead of Game 2 on the agenda. We have swim senior night on the agenda. I will actually have to head to the pool after this game.
Busy night for you, Joe. And we also got, I believe, the CSI dance team at halftime.
We do.
For both games as well. The cheerleaders are here. It's a good night in the tank as the second semester of the school year, the spring semester, is about to kick off.
We're about to tip off from the tank. We'll have the Chi Aesthetics Med Spa and Wellness Center starting lineups for you in just a moment. Dolphins and the Mavericks getting set to get underway from the tank. The Dolphins come in 5-11 on the season, 2-4 against the East Coast Conference. The Mavericks 10-7, 3-3 against the ECC. Jenelise Alarcon will jump for the Dolphins. She will jump against Maria Tedesco for Mercy.
Alarcon, Masinge, Lambert, Johnson, and Phelan, the starting five for the Dolphins.
So our rosters with pronunciation guide are over at the stats desk. We'll have to get those during the game's first timeout. So I will be without the pronunciations for just a couple of minutes here at the commentary desk. But the Chi Aesthetics Med Spa and Wellness Center starting lineups for the Dolphins. Phelan, Lambert, Johnson, Masinge, and Alarcon. I already mentioned Tedesco in the starting lineup for Mercy, along with Katie Wall. Angelina Barrera. And I'll continue following this shot as Ashley Lambert throws up an air ball, and that will land out of bounds. It will be Mavericks basketball. Jacqueline Stanovich also in the starting lineup for Mercy. And the final Mavericks starter is number 22, Kyla Nembach. Those are the Chi Aesthetics Med Spa and Wellness Center starting lineups. Tedesco has it. She swings it over to Barrera. Stanovich right back out to Barrera. Barrera defended closely by Lambert. She was forced to give it up. 7 on the shot clock. This is Wall, well beyond the arc. Deep three-pointer on its way, and that catches nothing but the backboard. Johnson looks to push up ahead to Lambert, and her layup is good. The Dolphins score first.
Dolphins in transition there, able to cash in on an easy basket.
2-0 Staten Island as the Mavericks quickly turn it over.
Dolphins, Joe, if they can get off to a good start, it'll definitely help this team as we get a quick look at that replay there on the fast break.
Once again, our production software is defaulting to 1.5 times speed on replays. That came with one of the latest updates, and for one reason or another, the change will not stick when we begin the broadcast. This is Masinge on the drive, and that scoop layup won't go. Alarcon rebounds it between 3 Mavericks. She's tied up and kicks out to Masinge. 2 to shoot, and the Dolphins were not aware of it. At least Masinge wasn't. Though play was allowed to continue. I don't know why Phelan got that shot off. There's no way she got that shot off. Dolphins swarming inside defensively as they surrounded Tedesco, but CSI commits the foul.
Big steal there for the Dolphins.
We had to address our game clock. But we're back. Dolphins with an early 2-0 lead. Just over 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. This is Lambert. Feed inside for Alarcon. And that pass a bit off the mark.
Well, a little sloppy right now. Perhaps the early start messing up with the timing and the routine for these players.
Well, everyone was aware of the early start except for us, as you get another look at super quick replay. Andrew, you're going to have to do that every time.
Andrew engineering for us this evening, doing a great job so far, getting us on the air and ready to go right away for tip-off.
The Blue Frame production truck software not helping.
Seems like you may be putting in a ticket request to Blue Frame one of these days.
There's a nice shot fake. And that's off back iron, no good on the attempt by Barrera. The Mavericks do track it down well beyond the arc.
Nice offensive rebound there for the Mavericks to get another chance here.
They get 20 to shoot off of that offensive board. Tedesco kicks out. Nembach may have gotten away with the travel. The crowd thought so, as Wall's floater is no good. She grabs her own miss, and the Mavericks get 20 seconds more.
Well, let's see if it's third time's the charm here in this possession for the Mavericks.
Tedesco kicked out, and that shot is good by Nembach.
Knocks it down from downtown, and Mercy goes ahead 3-2.
First Mavericks basket comes over 3.5 minutes into the game. This is Alarcon backing in, and she was double-teamed as she lost possession. Outlet pass up ahead, and Stanovic lays it in for the easy two.
Good defense leads to easy offense there for the Mavericks.
Mercy 5, Staten Island 2. Johnson getting the offense set up. She swings it to Alarcon, now Phelan on the wing. 12 on the shot clock. That pass was tipped and stolen. Taken away by Stanovic, and she lays it in for two more. Timeout, Dolphins.
Mercy with a 7-0 run here to go up 7-2 with 5:46 remaining in the first quarter.
And we will step aside for a quick break as the Dolphins call timeout. Our score, 7-2 Mavericks, 5:46 to go in the first. Chi Aesthetics Med Spa and Wellness Center. Our approach to beauty and wellness begins with a holistic plan tailored to the unique needs of our patients. When we consult with patients, we let them tell us what their problem is. We don't tell them what the issue is. We find out what they're looking for, and we discuss, and then we give them options. If you're looking to achieve radiant skin, you've come to the right place. We offer hydrofacials, microneedling, Opus Plasma, peels, facial and laser treatments, laser hair removal, body sculpting, fat freezing, hormone replacement therapy, Botox, IV drip therapy, and more. We are open Monday through Saturday and are located at 720 Forest Avenue, Staten Island, New York, 10310. We hope to see you soon. Visit our website at www.chiaesthetics.com for more information. And we are back from the tank. Joe Foreman rejoining you alongside Nick Durst. Nick, we have our rosters with pronunciation guides, at least I do.
Loosely of the word we.
Yes, a very loose use of the word we there, but
the commentary table has the rosters.
Well, the stats desk, as far as I'm concerned, does not need a copy of the rosters with pronunciations, but they have one. So Nick does not. He'll do his best. As the Dolphins bring it up, trailing by 5. Lizzie LaFaro into the game along with Kyra Rose for CSI. Same 5 on the floor for Mercy. Johnson for LaFaro in the corner. LaFaro looks to drive. She gets inside and does not get the roll off the front rim.
Nice move to the basket there, but unfortunately for Lizzie, the shot unable to fall.
Dolphins scored early, have not scored since. Wall swings it over to Barrera. Now Nembach inside. And that's too easy.
Beautiful two-person game there. The give, the go, and the easy layup.
Mercy by 7 now. Johnson drives the baseline and finds an open Lambert. Short on the 3. Dolphins get a quality look there. They should be okay if they get looks like that. But they've had to work very hard at the offensive end early in this game. Wall wants it, fires the 3, and is way off again.
We've seen Wall take 2 of those three-point shots attempts now that end up wide of the basket.
One of the best scorers in the conference. She can heat up quickly, but fortunately for the Dolphins, she's off to a slow start. This is Rose. Out to Johnson. Johnson will get things reset. Rose looked to set the screen. It didn't do much. Here comes LaFaro. LaFaro kicks out. Now Rose with 4 to shoot. Throws up an unorthodox shot. But Lambert chases down the rebound, is trapped, and stepped on the baseline. Though I think they're going to say the Mavericks touched it while on the baseline. So it will stay Dolphins basketball with 17 on the shot clock.
Absolutely. Joe, slow start to the game here, but are you surprised to see Janelise Alarcon on the bench this early?
The way things started, I'm not surprised the Dolphins look to shake it up. The offense is struggling once again.
And Rose has done such a great job leading that second unit this season.
Rose attacks and draws a foul. Foul charged to Angelina Barrera. As once again, 1.5 times speed on the replay. Every replay, Andrew, you have to drag it down.
Maddie Haggett checks in the game for Ashley Lambert.
What I would do, Andrew, check the settings and see if there's a default option.
This is like watching the director's cut of a video here.
We've checked this, and for whatever reason, the software now defaults replays to 1.5 times speed.
Might have to get the old ACC to contact blue frame.
Well, we'll have to worry about it later. Mercy by 5. Has 2 free throws. Give the Dolphins 4 points in the quarter. That shot won't go. And another offensive rebound by Mercy will lead to free throws.
Well, Joe, one thing that's very clear in this game, just looking at the players, is that Mercy has a huge height advantage, not only with the players on the court, but the bench as well.
There you get a look at that offensive rebound by Barrera. Working hard underneath the rim, following the missed shot. And she buries her first free throw attempt. Second free throw, no good, but the Mavericks have another offensive board. That time it's Stanovich. Janelise Alarcon back to the scorer's table for CSI. 10 to shoot. Stanovich kicks out, Nembach to the corner. 3 to shoot. And no shot attempt from the Mavericks as the Dolphins, with a strong defensive possession, right there, finding a way to make sure there is no rebound.
That's what the Dolphins needed there as they forced the turnover.
Rose to the bench, Alarcon back in.
We got a hand on the screen. Good job by Pat up there to move the hand away from Pete, the janitor's hand, who was getting very excited about
I'll
the game.
have to talk to Pete during the break because he's making far too many cameos. This is Haggett, and the floater rattles out. Rebound brought in by Barrera. Here come the Mavericks. Nembach, top of the arc, feet inside. Tedesco surveys the floor. And kicks out again. Nembach off the head fake, gets inside, and banks in the floater.
Beautiful move there by her to knock in the basket. Last thing we need, Joe, is a big replay. And instead of seeing the shot clock, you see Pete's hand.
I'll head up there at the end of the quarter. Alarcon off the mark. And Barrera goes over. Oyekinsola okay for the rebound. If the hand makes another cameo, tap me on the shoulder, Andrew. That shot a bit too strong.
There's the hand.
All right. I'll be up there at the end of the quarter. As that shot won't go. Another offensive rebound on that possession for Mercy, but the Dolphins get a second stop. And on the break, Kaya Johnson knocks down the pull-up.
Well, Kaya's great at that mid-range game. She trims this lead to half. 12-6 after that basket.
Under 2 minutes to play in the opening quarter. The Dolphins trail 12-6. Tedesco trying to back down Johnson. Good defense by Kaya there. Once again, the shot clock winding down. Barrera kicks out. Nembach for three. And that's good. Nothing but net.
Very easy looking shot there from her, and she's able to knock it down with ease.
Mavericks by 9. Okay, for Haggett. And Haggett dribbled it off her foot. Dorothy Weesey and Noemi Masinghe back in. Alarcon and Johnson to the bench.
Well, right now, I have not seen this unit out there together this season. Dolphins looking for something here to spark them offensively.
Masinghe, the lone starter out there for CSI, along with 4 bench players.
Good defense there by Masinghe. Deny the entry pass.
57.2 to go in the opening quarter. Dolphins trailing by 9. As Mercy will inbound with 16 on the shot clock. Stanovich gets the bounce.
All the lucky bounces falling right now for the Mavericks.
Weesey directing traffic, gets a screen from Masinghe, was quickly double teamed. Haggett up top for LaFaro. LaFaro for Haggett. 7 on the shot clock. Okay, left open. And that won't go. But Weesey strips away the rebound and draws the foul.
Nice job by Weesey there on the offensive glass, and she'll go to the free throw line.
There's a look at it in regular speed. As Weesey's free throw is good. There has to be a setting in there somewhere. Though I'm not sure who changed it. That's the big question. Who's done this to us?
Perhaps the engineer from the first game of the season?
Who was it?
She was doing a ton of replays. I don't remember her name, though.
There were a lot of replays in that game.
And she liked the replays, too. She wanted them to come out quick, fast and furious.
Faster replays equals more replays. Under 10 seconds to play in the quarter. Wall crosses over and feeds it inside. Tedesco banks it in, and the Mavericks lead by 12. Weesey won't get a shot off, and that will do it for the opening quarter. Great grab by the official.
Yeah, if we don't get a Webby Award for this first quarter broadcast for the comedic category, something's wrong. What a quarter, Jeff.
Nominate us. 19-7 Mavericks after 1. Dolphins trail 19-7 after 1. CSI led it 2-0, and the Mavericks seized control from there. Big advantage on the offensive glass in that first quarter for Mercy. Overall, rebounds favor the Mavericks 10-6. Surprisingly, Mercy only favored in second chance points 4-3. But some of those offensive boards leading to free throws as well, as the Mavericks will turn it over to start the second.
Nope, St. Adam Dolphins. Wow.
All right.
Andrew, you got a replay of that? Let's take a closer look at some
I don't know if we have time, but that's the one area of the floor I can't see behind our monitor.
When we get the next break, we can take a look.
I'm excused. 20 on the shot clock. Feed inside goes to Tedesco. And her hook shot is good. Count it, and one.
Too tough there by Tedesco. No answer for her with the height on the floor on that shot.
Here's another look at that finish by the 5'11 senior. And she will head to the line for one more shot, with the Mavericks now leading by 14. Free throw won't go, and Wiese has the rebound. First possession of the quarter for the Dolphins. This is Rose to the basket. Can't finish. Nembach has the rebound, and here come the Mavericks. Feed into the corner. And that shot is good by Stanovic.
Everything falling for Stanovic as of late.
Pass into the corner, or perhaps a bit closer to the wing, as Haggett met that ball but could not connect on the shot. Kick out to Nembach. She's looking for an entry pass, couldn't find one. And instead will take the shot and knocks it down.
6-0 start here in this period for the Mavericks.
Mercy by 18. Dolphins still going with three reserves. The starters out there, Masinga and Lambert. This is Haggett. Out to Rose. Inside of 10 to shoot. Rose will pull up, and that shot is off. We approach 8 minutes to play in the quarter. Stanovic over to Wall. Wall looks to attack. Good ball movement here by Mercy. Stanovic wide open, and she buries the three.
Stanovic heating up in this quarter.
Mercy red hot to start the second quarter. That ball knocked into the backcourt, and Lambert didn't see Stanovic, but she blows the layup. And I think Nicole Sarcone was ready to call timeout. Instead, Masinga looks to attack, and that's a blocking foul charged to the Mavericks.
A series of fortunate events there for the Dolphins.
It's a 9-0 start to the second quarter for Mercy. Kaya Johnson back in for the Dolphins. Alarcon and Phelan remain on the bench with 7:24 to go in the second quarter. Masinga hands off to Johnson. Lambert for Masinga. And Masinga goes up with a wild shot, but she draws the foul.
Masinga will head to the free throw line here to end this 9-0 run to start the quarter.
That's the first foul on Stanovic, second for the team. And Masinga's free throw is too strong. And Masinga goes 1 of 2 from the line. That snaps the CSI scoreless stretch. That was the first Dolphins basket in over 3 minutes. 15 on the shot clock. Stanovic inside, banks it in, count it, and one.
Stanovic unstoppable right now.
As a team, these last several minutes, about 5 to 7 minutes now. Mercy has been unstoppable. Free throw no good. Rebound tipped into the arms of Kaya Johnson. Lambert left open. That's her second air ball. But Weesey got a hand on it and earned CSI an extra possession. And Lambert knocks that one down.
The Dolphins needed that in the worst way, as Lambert makes the Dolphins' first true bucket in a long time.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. Lambert gets the Dolphins above 10 points. They trail by 19. Good hand there by Johnson. Shot won't go for Barrera. She grabs her own miss, throws up another shot that won't go, and the Dolphins secure the rebound. And that's a bad pass by Johnson. Nembach on the break, pulls up and banks it in.
Bank is open, cashing in there. And we've seen so many shots from Mercy in this game. Not exactly the most beautiful releases, and they going in though, not with ease sometimes as well.
When things are going your way, you just seem to get the bounces, and the Mavericks got one right there. As Lambert can't connect on the step back, Masinge banks in the putback.
Nice job by Masinge there on the boards to get the offensive rebound and score.
Ollie Bowick into the game for Mercy. That may be their first substitution of the game. That's good defense, I thought, by Rose. Apparently not good enough. She was whistled for a foul. I don't agree with that call, Nick.
Hold, maybe take a look at that. Let's see. Fans are not happy with the call, Joe.
Fans don't like it. I'm inclined to agree on this one.
Well, if we take a look at this, that you see Pete's hand again. But I couldn't really get a good look on that replay.
We're going to have to put a blockade around the camera.
We got to get that platform back. So
True.
Patty Two Cams is a little higher up, and we don't have to do it PD Two Hands.
That shot won't go by Kaya Johnson. Lambert will try another three, and she knocks it down.
Ashley heating up now, getting the Dolphins back in this here with back-to-back threes. That's going to lead to a timeout.
Big basket for Ashley Lambert and the Dolphins. They still have 5 minutes to go until halftime. CSI trails by 16. G Aesthetics Med Spa and Wellness Center. Our approach to beauty and wellness begins with a holistic plan tailored to the unique needs of our patients. When we consult with patients, we let them tell us what their problem is. We don't tell them what the issue is. We find out what they're looking for, and we discuss, and then we give them options. If you're looking to achieve radiant skin, you've come to the right place. We offer hydrofacials, microneedling, Opus Plasma, peels, facial and laser treatments, laser hair removal, body sculpting, fat freezing, hormone replacement therapy, Botox, IV drip therapy, and more. We are open Monday through Saturday and are located at 720 Forest Avenue, Staten Island, New York, 10310. We hope to see you soon. Visit our website at www.chiaesthetics.com for more information. And we're back from the tank as you got to look at that last Ashley Lambert three-pointer. Dolphins come out of the timeout, pulling a press. Phelan, Rose, Johnson, Lambert, and OK in the game for CSI. Bowick inside, throws one up, no good. And the Dolphins now showing some good energy, Nick.
Smart move by Nicole Sarcone to employ that press defense out of the break.
And Johnson gets the roll, count it, and one.
Kaya going strong to the basket there, knocks it in, and she'll go to the free throw line for one more.
And you could just tell, coming out of that timeout, Dolphins are playing with a little extra fire and energy. They got that stop.
And Ashley Lambert got them fired up with those 2 big threes, and that's exactly what the team needed. Big difference in the score now for sure after those 2 threes and Johnson's 2 and the N1.
Dolphins continuing to press. Mavericks work through it and are left with 20 to shoot. Mercy taking their time here offensively. Shot clock inside of 10. Kick out to the corner. Wall left open. No good from 3. Another offensive board for Tedesco. She can't finish with the left. Tries again and banks it in.
Dolphins don't have an answer for Tedesco underneath the glass.
Alarcon back to the scorer's table for CSI with 4 minutes to go in the quarter. Phelan pulls up and knocks it down.
Nice job there by Phelan along the baseline. Knocks in that too.
Once again, Mercy getting set offensively with about 20 on the shot clock. Stanovich up top. Halverson into the corner for Wall. Wall back out. Halverson swings. Stanovich pulls up. No good. And Rose has the rebound. Lambert wanted to shoot it. She does. And knocks it down. 3 straight for Ashley Lambert.
9 points in this quarter for her. Big swing for the Dolphins here. Now only down 10. They were down over 18 before.
That's Exhibit A right there. When you have a shooter, you need to let them keep shooting. Lambert started with 2 air balls, and now she looks like Cashley. 3 straight from beyond the arc. Halverson kicks out for Wall. 7 to shoot. And the bank shot won't go. Tipped out by Barrera and rebounded by Phelan.
See if Ashley can get open here. You know she wants the ball.
The Dolphins are back to within 10. Phelan for OK in the corner. Open 3. Splash! And the Dolphins are back to within 7.
Okay, Joe. Big corner 3 there. That's only 34-27. What a run here for the Dolphins.
OK with the tray. Dolphins within 7. Wall for 3, and she answers.
Wall with the answer. Sucking the air out of the tank here as the crowd was getting really hyped up with the Dolphins.
Mercy back in front by 10, just over 2 minutes to go in the first half. Lambert almost lost her footing. Phelan for 3, and she is fouled.
And it almost went in, Joe. But 3 free throws ahead here. And this could be a single-digit lead once again.
So Phelan will go to the line with a chance to make it a 7-point game. And the Dolphins have really come alive these last couple of minutes since that timeout. Have looked like a completely different team. Phelan's first free throw is good. Two for 2 at the stripe now for Phelan. 1 more coming. Dolphins recorded a season high in free throw attempts in their last game as Phelan goes 3 for 3. CSI now 8 of 9 from the line. Chance of defense from the Dolphins bench. Halverson getting the offense set. Tedesco out to Wall. Now 8 to shoot. Barrera banks it in.
And Mercy gets the ball near the basket. They tend to score. The Dolphins just don't have an answer right now.
Amani Abuatab into the game for the Mavericks as well. This is Lambert, corner 3. No good. She almost banked that one in. Barrera can't finish.
Good job defensively by Masinga. Dolphins could go 2 for 1 here.
LaFaro, bounce pass for Alarcon, and she blows the layup.
Don't see that too often, Joe. A nice feed there.
No,
for
you
LaFaro.
don't. The Mavericks got a gift right there. Genelise makes far tougher shots than that on the regular. Great feed by LaFaro as well. Barrera banks it in. Barrera asserting herself around the basket, both offensively and on the glass. But she's put up a lot of shots and is just 3 of 7.
Dolphins likely to hold for the last shot here. 18 seconds left in the period, in the half.
Abuatab all over LaFaro. And that's the 15th foul on Mercy. Not a good foul. So LaFaro will head to the line.
Well, Joe, big free throws here. They can go into half, down 11, or potentially 9. And that's a big swing, you know. We always talk about it at the end of the halves.
LaFaro at the line. One more free throw coming. And that's off back iron, no good. Halverson with the rebound. 7 to play in the quarter, and that's over the head of Halverson.
Backcourt violation.
The Mavericks should have let that one roll.
They should have. It would have went out of bounds. It should have been some time on the clock, but Dolphins can get a shot off here for sure.
No question. What a momentum swing it would be if the Dolphins could put one in here. Alarcon turns, and she stepped on the sideline. 0.7 to go now, and that should do it for the first half. And considering where the Dolphins were just a few minutes ago, they will certainly take this score at halftime.
Down 10. Could have been a lot worse, but Lambert was great, and got Steve pointing the official down to the shot clock here. They're going to add some time, so 1.6.
So 1.6 on the clock now. And the Mavericks will not put up a shot as we head to halftime. Mercy leading Staten Island 41-31. The TLC Physical Therapy Halftime Report with women's basketball head coach Nicole Sarcone coming up.
The anticipation is building here for the dance team. It's so quiet in here, everyone could hear us speaking. But Nicole, not the start you're looking for at first, but in the second quarter there, Lambert really sparked your team. Couple of three-pointers, and I guess the old saying is true, let the shooters shoot, right?
Yeah, I mean, we definitely didn't come out the way we wanted to, with the energy we wanted to. We were talking all week about controlling the pace of the game. They're a very aggressive team. They push the ball and they work in the post. So those are the things we talked about and we didn't execute. But I'm proud of them for keeping their heads and going back out in the second quarter and figuring a way to grind back.
After one of those timeouts there, you implored the press. It seemed to work a little bit. What was your thought process there?
Just to try something different, get up, pressure them a little bit. Again, they have good ball handlers, so you got to think about that when you're doing that. But we needed some energy, and it gave us some life and gave us some life on the offensive end. So,
all right, Coach, thanks a lot for your time. Best luck in the second half. Back to you, Joe.
All right, thank you, Nick. That is our TLC Physical Therapy Halftime Report with women's basketball head coach Nicole Sarcone. Dance team waiting to take the floor. We'll head to break. Dolphins trail by 10.
Basketball has a special place in my heart because of the experiences it has given me and the purpose I have found along the way. Basketball taught me that success doesn't require perfection. Rather, I should pursue excellence in everything that I do. Basketball has led me on a journey where I've accumulated numerous life lessons to value relationships, practice integrity, and demonstrate commitment. I've learned to welcome mistakes and not only accept adversity, but embrace it. It has the unique effect of eliciting talents in someone which would have otherwise lain dormant. It is something that builds character, an element that is essential to a player's growth and development. You sometimes wonder if all the mornings and late nights are really worth it. Then you look to your left and right, and you see your teammates beside you, and you know you're not alone. And it's comforting. When you're part of a team, there's a special joy in playing for something bigger than yourself. Basketball taught me how to embrace a community. Like music, it brings people together. When you make contributions to your team, your program, it's a rewarding feeling knowing the impact you have on the larger community when you observe how much it inspires the people around you.
Dear basketball, I was only a few months old when I took my first photograph with a ball in my lap. From that moment on, you never left me. Growing up in a small village in upstate New York, 2 miles from the Canadian border, you were my constant go-to for fun and entertainment. No matter if there was 3 feet of snow or the sun was scorching hot, I always found a way to be with you as you brought me so much joy. As a child, you always had a way of bringing the neighborhood kids together. Every day we would find our way to the circular paved patio I had in my yard with an 8-foot rim nailed to a tree. It wasn't the classiest court to play on, but it worked for us, and it's where my passion for you began. Little did I know you would take my friends and family on a journey of a lifetime. It was from you where I learned to be brave, courageous, and adventurous, that if I stuck with it through my moments of failure, disappointment, and heartache, I could achieve anything I'd put my mind to. Like attending Duke University on a full scholarship where I was able to surround myself in greatness both in the classroom and on the court. It is here where I truly learned how to step out of my comfort zone and discover what I was made of, refusing to let my insecurities and fears hold me back. Gail Gueston-Course and her incredible staff, along with my teammates, gave me a family away from home that I could have never dreamt of as a little girl. The ACC championships, the NCAA tournaments, including the national championship game in 1999, cannot match the friendships and relationships I developed because of basketball. See, I find it to be the relationships that we develop through our sports participation that are in fact the most meaningful and memorable. Basketball, you have given me a life team that I can never repay you for. You have supplied me with a platform that allows me to give back, to inspire, motivate, and encourage individuals to go after their passions, to push through their failures, and be fearless in stepping out of their comfort zones. It was because of you I was able to start my first company with co-founder Colleen Healy from UConn Women's Basketball called Orca Leadership. Orca standing for opportunity, resilience, contribution, and accountability. All 4 pillars we learned from playing your game. Even further, we were able to start up our own academy called Beyond the Game Academy, helping athletes across the country reach their dreams. I could have never imagined this life, and I have you to thank. Thank you, basketball.
The opportunities that basketball provided for me has been crazy. Being able to travel all over the world, to even a different country, just being able to meet so many different people and build so many different relationships has definitely just opened so many doors for me.
Opportunities that basketball has provided me, just to meet a lot of people, travel a lot of places, around the world and also around the country. It's just, a great experience to make me a more well-rounded person.
Just being able to learn from my teammates, learning really what sacrifice is about, learning about hard work, just being a part of a team, having that support group, having somebody that's there to support you no matter what. It's been great.
Basketball has given me a lot of opportunities. Obviously, just traveling and coming here, this is special. And we went to Spain over the summer, and I had never been out the country before that, so it was special. And obviously, just giving me a free education. It's a big thing, and I'm glad basketball has been able to do it for me.
It's provided a lot of opportunities, provided me to get a college degree, travel places that I never thought I would travel to, and just meet new people.
I'd say basketball has just provided me with a variety of opportunities. Just the connections that I made in the Purdue community, and kind of just growing as a player and as a person has. I'm definitely blessed and grateful to have all these opportunities.
Dear basketball, since I was a kid, you have always been a way for me to clear my mind of everything going on in life and just have fun playing and competing. You led me to seeing you where I've become a part of a close-knit basketball family. You've let me build a relationship with my brothers that not many people get to experience, and these relationships have been able to grow and will certainly last a lifetime. You have taught me that this sport is more than getting the best stats or winning the most games, but it's about enjoying the experience, making a difference in the community, and always competing at my highest level. Through great leadership from Coach K and other coaches, you have given me top-of-the-line resources to learn not only about the game, but about life and being a man of integrity and humility. I would not be the person I am today if it wasn't for you, and I am forever grateful for the lessons you have taught me and the memories that I will have for the rest of my life.
College basketball has provided me with a platform to not only have fun on the court and be around some amazing teammates, but also kind of supplement academics with just another side of the Notre Dame experience, because sports are such an important part of the tradition there, and being a part of the Notre Dame sports tradition in any way is just an incredible honor. It's amazing. I mean, just being here all week, there's just so much recognition for such an amazing sport and such amazing teams that are here, and to be a part of that in any small way is just incredible, and I'm so lucky to be here. Just the value of determination, perseverance, and self-confidence in getting where you want to go in life. I've definitely learned a lot being around a team of such strong, inspiring women, and I can only hope to emulate there's talent on the basketball court and other parts of my life. I'm a computer science major in Notre Dame's College of Engineering, and I was really drawn to it because I've always kind of loved math and science, and it's a really fun way to apply problem-solving skills to different situations, especially in today's day and age where technology is becoming such an integral part of society. Just figuring out different ways I can contribute to that. I'm really excited to see where it'll take me in the future. I mean, I think just the general mindset of approaching something from how can I solve this in not only the best way but the most efficient way, because there's a big emphasis on that in a lot of my classes, and just kind of seeing how the sports world and the academic world can overlap, even with just the GPS things that we wear during practice to keep track of how hard we're working. Just the technology behind that is super interesting to me also. When I first came to campus, I was hoping to get involved in the women's basketball program in some way, and I applied to be a manager, and I thought that would be an awesome opportunity, super excited. And then I got an email about walk-on tryouts. I'm like, oh, this would be a great way to go meet other girls to play pickup with. I had no idea it would lead to any of this, trust me. But I'm so glad it has. And after that, that's how I met some of the women's basketball people and how I got connected to be a team manager for the program. So I started doing that first semester of my freshman year. And then, as you probably know the story last year with the 4 ACL tears, they just needed another practice player kind of thing. So I turned from a manager to a walk-on and got the opportunity to go in some games, just help the team out any way I could. And that was an incredible ride, obviously ending with the championship last season, which was amazing. And then same thing this year, kind of just some injuries happened and they needed someone to step up. So, I mean, I'm here to be whatever they need me to be, and I'm so blessed to be a part of this program in any way. Kind of going between the manager and walk-on role, I mean, it is a different type of thing I'm doing, but it's still being around the same girls every day and just being around the team. And for me, that was such a valuable thing. And again, I guess my passion for basketball and how much I just love the sport kind of made that seem easy. Not really something I thought about a ton, just because every day it wasn't about what I could do. It was just about kind of getting out and playing the game I love every day and just being around it in any way.
Basketball has given me everything in my life. It's given me a chance to get a college education. It gives my families to take trips to these cool tournaments we go to, and most importantly, my relationships with the people I've met throughout the years, and Coach Izzo down to my junior high coach. It's provided me with great relationships with teammates and guys that I'll be talking to for the rest of my life.
Basketball has provided me with just obviously the education portion of it is huge, and also just the relationships I was able to build with my teammates, guys on different teams that go to my school, like the football team and the soccer team. There's also just the relationships that I'm able to build outside of, athletics, and I believe that's huge, just being able to go and meet new people, especially at a big university like Ohio State, and just kind of get your network around and just see the way different people think and react to things.
I'd say basketball provided me with, the opportunity just to be around good people and meet people that can help me in life and give me a free education and be able to somewhat set myself up for a better life.
It has offered me the opportunity to go to college, to leave my hometown, travel the world, build outstanding relationships and friendships. I'm forever grateful and owe a lot of gratitude to the game of basketball and to God for putting the basketball in my hands. So basketball has really blessed me a lot.
And we're back from the tank. Start of the second half. Dolphins trail by 10. Lambert for 3. No good. Mavericks led CSI by as many as 22 points in the first half. Dolphins came surging out of a timeout and worked their way back as close as 7 As Masinge rebounds that Mercy miss. Pass up ahead for Phelan was tipped. And players end up on the floor. Phelan, one of them.
Yeah. Well, Joe, some great stats here to tell the story, courtesy of our statistician, Louis Matrone. The Mavericks, they shot 52.9% in the first half, 50% from three-point range. That tells you really all you need to know as far as the first half is concerned. Dolphins only shot 34.6% from the field.
Big half shooting it for Mercy, but they made things very difficult for CSI at the offensive end as well. Dolphins began to change that late in the half. 15 on the shot clock for CSI. They have it trailing by 10. Johnson into the corner for Lambert. Lambert drives the baseline and could not pass out of that double team. Ball last touched by Mercy with 5 on the shot clock. Lambert will inbound from the baseline. Bounce pass, Alarcon. Lefty layup is good. Genelise on the board for the first time tonight.
Good inbound pass there to find Alarcon open.
Wall into the corner. Tedesco left open. She buries it.
Tedesco wide open there. Knocks down that shot. She had 6 points in the first half.
I think she might have family here, Nick. They love that shot. Big ovation for that last jumper to our right. Alarcon gets it to go, and Genelise might be starting to heat up.
Dolphins need a lot more of that if they want to continue to have the comeback in this one.
Well, if she's given opportunities one-on-one around the rim, she's going to score. And right there, she was left one-on-one against Tedesco. Phelan was whistled for the foul.
Well, Stanovich in the first half, 13 points, and she led the way for Mercy. Dolphins need to figure out a way to stop her. She also had 3 offensive rebounds in the first half.
Mavericks work it around the perimeter with 12 on the shot clock. Tedesco over to Wall. Now 5 to shoot. Barrera had it poked away, and with 3 on the shot clock, Mercy will inbound. And the Mavericks will take a timeout here. Once again, 3 to shoot, 7:58 to go in this third quarter. But Nick, a lot has changed for the Dolphins these last several minutes. What has stood out to you first and foremost?
Well, listen, in the first half, Joe, Mercy had 13 points on turnovers. The Dolphins had none. And the Dolphins here in the second half playing a lot cleaner right now. And Mercy dominated in the first half, 24 points to 8 points for the Dolphins. Dolphins have 4 points right now in the paint, and that's because Alarcon is getting more involved offensively in this game.
And if the Dolphins can get Genelise involved in the offense the rest of the way, that's going to completely change this game. Lambert heating up at the end of the half. She's just 4 of 10 after a slow start, but she's shooting it as well as we've seen her shoot it this year. And that first half harkens back to a half in which she scored 20 points earlier this season. If you're getting that kind of production out of Lambert and Genelise Alarcon is on her game, getting opportunities one-on-one around the basket, this Dolphins team is going to be very tough to stop, and they should be able to find their way back into this game.
Yes, Lambert, 11 points, 3 threes. If she can keep shooting like she did in the first half from downtown, and you continue to give Alarcon chances right now in the paint, good things can happen for the Dolphins.
So once again, Mercy will inbound. The inbound will come from right in front of their own bench with 3 on the shot clock. And if you're the Dolphins here, you cannot allow the Mavericks to get off a quality shot.
Barely able to get it in bounds.
And Mercy will get off no shot at all as they throw it away.
Great defense there by the Dolphins. Mavericks took the timeout to strategize there, but it also gave the Dolphins time to strategize how to defend the inbound.
Johnson will bring it up. CSI back within 8. They have not been closer than 7 since trailing by 22. Lambert quickly double-teamed. Masinge out to Johnson. Johnson had it poked away from behind. And it will be CSI basketball with 14 on the shot clock. Lambert, the inbounder, gets it to Alarcon. Masinge, top of the arc, finds Phelan. 8 to shoot.
Trying to get the ball to Alarcon, but she's being defended greatly.
Lambert threw up a tough shot. Alarcon has the rebound. Banks in the putback. And you can count that basket with the foul.
Can't wait to get another look at that. Great job there by Alarcon to finish going against Tedesco.
That whistle came in late, but Alarcon finished through the contact. And she was headed back the other way, but she will certainly take it. Dolphins within 6, chance for one more at the line. And Alarcon can't hit the free throw. Mercy 43, Staten Island 37. And Johnson steals the pass. She's all alone on the break, and she lays it in.
Well, once again, great defense leads to an easy offensive basket for Johnson. Good job by her.
What a turnaround for the Dolphins. They are within 4. Still plenty of time left in this third quarter. And Stanovic can't finish with the left. Masinge has the rebound. Johnson up ahead for Phelan. Entry pass for Alarcon, and she banks it in. The Dolphins are within 2.
What a start to the second half here from Alarcon. She was blanked in the first half, but she is leading this Dolphins team all the way back right now. Only down 2, 43-41.
We've said it all year. This Dolphins team so resilient. As Wall threw up an air ball. And a whistle came ahead of that shot attempt. I think we had a foul against the Dolphins. And it will go against Ashley Lambert. But Nick, we've said it all year. This Dolphins team so resilient. We've seen them come from behind before. We've seen them battle back late in games. And it seems like in just a few minutes, they've turned a 22-point deficit into a 2-point deficit.
Great job by them. Tremendous run here in this quarter.
That shot won't go for Stanovic. Dolphins can tie or take the lead. Rose inside, and that's an offensive foul. That's a big whistle.
I think it was a fair call as well.
I agree. Rose off of that hop sometimes lowers that shoulder a bit, and that time she got whistled for the offensive foul. The lead remains 2 for Mercy. Stanovic, defended by Phelan. She kicks out for Wall. Wall had it stripped away, spins and scores.
Well, the strip there actually helped Wall as she's able to then spin right to the basket.
Great move there by Wall, maintaining body control as the ball was poked away. She got it back and finished. 4-point game now. Entry pass goes to Alarcon. She's one-on-one. Genelise attacks and banks it in.
Alarcon absolutely dominating this quarter.
Can't leave her one-on-one around the rim. She will score every time. Tedesco working against Rose, can't finish. Kyra has the rebound. Outlet pass to Alarcon. And Genelise is fouled.
Going to the line now, Joe, with some big free throws that could potentially tie the game. But a great outlet pass there by Rose.
Dolphins with a chance to tie the score here.
Joe, how many points for Alarcon in this half, which is all her points right now?
She has 10 points, all coming in this third quarter. She's now 5 of 7 from the field. She hits that free throw. And Alarcon goes 1 of 2 from the line. Rebound to the Mavericks. Wall looking inside. Finds Barrera. Size advantage for Barrera, but she can't finish over Lambert. And Johnson was whistled for a foul.
Johnson coming in for the ball there. Gets called for the foul.
Dolphins now charge number 4, Kaya Johnson, her first, team's fourth.
That's Kaya's first, team's fourth, with just under 5 minutes to play in the quarter. Free throw is good by Barrera. And Barrera goes 2 of 2 from the line. It's back to a 3-point game. Well, we've seen the women's basketball team all season long play very close games. I'm not sure we've had a home game that wasn't close, as that was stripped away. Wall threw it away. She lost grip on the ball, and I think they may overturn this one.
Well, Andrew's going to get the replay ready. They're going to overturn without even taking a look.
I don't think they needed one, but we'll get a look at it.
Defense there by Ashley.
That's a good pass. Media timeout.
And that will send us to a media timeout. So after we get one more look at that last play, we will send it to break. Dolphins have battled all the way back to within 3. Our score, Mercy 47, Staten Island 44.
If I lose, I'll respond with respect.
If I win, I'll back it up with humility.
If I fail, I'll rise up with honor. It's tough for us to put it all on the line.
Don't undo my hard work with poor sportsmanship.
Respect. It's the name of the game.
4:42 to go in the third quarter from the tank. Mercy leads CSI 47-44. This is Rose. Fakes and scores.
We've seen Rose so many times this year create her own shot off the dribble. Does it there again.
Rose, a very tough cover. Defenders have a really hard time staying in front of her. It's all about staying under control around the basket, as Barrera clearly traveled there. I don't know how they missed that one.
Aspiring officials wanted the whistle.
I wanted the whistle, and I'm impartial, as the Mavericks will turn it over.
Dolphins now with the chance to take the lead. Who would have thought when they were down over 15?
It seemed so improbable just over 10 minutes ago. And now the Dolphins have it, trailing by just 1. Phelan on the wing, defended by Nembach. Phelan feeds Rose. Rose, turnaround jumper. No good. This place was ready to erupt.
Good turnout right now behind us.
Really nice crowd tonight, especially for a weekday with no classes.
Classes start next, or tomorrow, I think.
I think tomorrow. Those extra shares on social media paying off.
Good job by the social media manager for the College of Staten Island to get the crowd here.
What a finish by Alarcon. She sidestepped the contact and scooped it in with the left.
Well,
and at the other end, Stanovich answers right back with an N1.
Stanovich with the answer there, but great job by Alarcon to momentarily give the Dolphins the lead. Got a quick look at the replay there, and we'll get a regular look at it now.
Oh, we got the super speed look again? Great move by Alarcon. I don't know how she finished that one.
Well, I believe in the broadcast Saturday, you and Sal specifically was talking about how Alarcon takes a lot of tough shots, and that was a tough shot there, and she's able to make it.
Now, spoke about it off air earlier in the week, but both Kyra Rose and Jenelise Alarcon have field goal percentages that would put them near the top of the ECC if they had a qualifying number of shot attempts. As Rose banks it in off the feed from LaFaro, and the Dolphins have tied the score.
50-50. What a comeback for the Dolphins.
But as I was saying, both Rose and Alarcon have field goal percentages that put them near the top of the conference. However, they have not taken enough shot attempts to qualify yet.
We'll see if they can hit that mark by the end of the season.
Barrera too strong on the layup, and the Dolphins have it with a chance to take the lead. LaFaro for Phelan for three. No good.
You just sense the tank is ready to erupt if the Dolphins take the lead.
Wall can't finish, and Lambert had the rebound go right over her head. Drop off for Barrera. Good contest by Phelan. And it will stay Mavericks basketball. Mercy will inbound with 20 on the shot clock. Halverson, top of the arc. Wanted the entry pass, cut off nicely by Lambert. Cross court, Nembach. Too strong. Johnson has the rebound. Here come the Dolphins the other way. Lambert on the wing. For LaFaro. LaFaro thought about it, looks to drive, and banks it in. Count the basket, and one. And the Dolphins take the lead.
Boy, oh boy, Joe, the Dolphins have come all the way back to take the lead. LaFaro going strong to the basket, takes the contact, knocks it in, and she will go to the free throw line for one more as the Dolphins are currently up with their first lead since the opening basket, 52-50.
LaFaro traded a good shot for a great shot, but could not connect on the free throw. They gave her space from three, and Lizzie took it all the way to the basket. Mercy trailing for the first time since the opening minutes. Halverson. And a foul is called. Or perhaps a 3-second violation. I'm not sure. Looks like a foul call against Lambert. And the Mavericks are in the bonus.
So that's going to be 2 free throws here as Lambert commits the foul. And she'll head to the bench.
Dorothy Weesey comes in for Lambert. The line, it's Angelina Barrera for 2 shots. And the first is good. And Barrera goes 2 for 2 from the line. Score even once again at 52. Johnson on the wing, feeds it inside for Alarcon. She finds an open LaFaro. Splash! And the Dolphins lead it by 3.
Beautiful pass and a beautiful three-pointer by Lizzie LaFaro. Dolphins had 55-52, and the Mavericks will take a timeout.
And we will step aside for a quick 30-second break after one more look at that last three-pointer by Lizzie LaFaro.
And a nice look at Pete's hands, too. Pete fired up, ready to go for the big three-pointer.
I'll have to have a word with Pete during the break. We'll be right back.
When all eyes are on the court, we're focused on what matters most, preparing college athletes for a lifetime of opportunity. After the buzzer, off the court, it's about education and working to earn a degree. Creating healthier campuses through groundbreaking research and policies. And a fair shot so dreams can stay on track. United as an association, we've got work to do. We're building a pathway to lifelong opportunity.
There's our camera operator, Pat Gilorenzo, and Pete the janitor. Pete has
two hands and Patty two cams.
Pete has made several cameos tonight, unsolicited. We love his energy, but he's got to keep his hands out of the camera.
He's the ultimate fanatic.
He is the ultimate fanatic. Fanatic prime. 8 to shoot for the Mavericks. Wall at the top of the arc, defended by Rose. Now Weesey. Johnson poked it away. 1 to shoot, and the Mavericks will not get a shot off.
What a quarter for the Dolphins, Joe. Great defense there Mavericks can't get off a shot out of the timeout. 40 seconds off. Dolphins ahead 55-52 in the third quarter.
These last 15 minutes or so of game time might be the best 15 minutes the Dolphins have played all season. We see for LaFaro. LaFaro attacks. That pass was tipped and stolen. Here comes Wall. We see is there. And Wall makes the layup off the window and the foul.
Mavericks got the big answer they needed there. Anybody's game here as we head to the fourth quarter in 16.9 seconds after this free throw. We'll see what the score is. Right now, Dolphins ahead 55-54.
We've said it many times already. It seemed so improbable, but heading to the fourth quarter, it appears we have a good one in store for us down the stretch, and that's been the case so many times covering this women's basketball team all season. This is Johnson. Pull up. Bit short. Rose is there. She has the rebound and draws the foul.
Great job there, getting her own rebound, and how she gets the chance to get the Dolphins the lead heading into the fourth quarter.
Not a good foul with 1.5 to go in the quarter, given the body position that Rose was in, because she was not going to be able to get a shot off.
Certainly not under the basket there.
The ball was trapped against her shoulder. And she rattles in the free throw. So barring something unforeseen, the Dolphins will take the lead into the fourth quarter.
Shot the ball extremely well in this quarter.
They sure did. And that'll do it for the third. As that shot would not have counted. We didn't see it on the live feed, but Nembach came pretty close to knocking that down from half court. Nonetheless, we head to the fourth. The Dolphins have come all the way back from 22 down and take the lead into the final quarter. Staten Island 56, Mercy 55.
On and off the court, we're focused on creating lifelong opportunity, and that starts with education. More college athletes are earning degrees than ever before, but we've still got work to do. That's why we're raising the bar for incoming freshmen, so they're prepared when they get to campus. And why teams can't play in championships unless they make the grade. Education matters, and putting academics first creates a pathway to a lifetime of opportunity.
Start of the fourth quarter coming up in just a few moments from the tank. The Dolphins trailed by 22 and now lead it by 1 as we get set to start quarter number 4.
Great night of basketball here in the tank, starting with this game. Men's game coming up next. You think we're going to start that game early as well, Joe, or that'll go off the original tip time?
I think that game will start at the originally scheduled time. The reason this game was moved up was so that we had some time to transition over to the announcing desk at Swim for Senior Day.
Make sure you're tuning in to that as you'll hear your voice, Joe, giving the Senior Day speech for the swim team.
We have to try and set up the stream very quickly after this game ends. But I'll be right on that. As soon as this game is over, we still have 10 minutes of basketball left here in the tank. And the Dolphins come away with a steal to start the fourth. Johnson for Rose. Rose banks it in traffic.
Abby Rose has its thorn, and right now that thorn for the Mavericks is Kaya Rose.
Bounce pass inside for Tedesco. She throws one up and off back iron, no good. But Tedesco will head to the line. In that third quarter, the Dolphins outscored the Mavericks 25-14. That has to be one of the highest scoring quarters for the Dolphins this season. The Dolphins shot 69% from the field, as the free throw is good. They forced 5 Maverick turnovers. And were able to overtake Mercy for the first time since the opening minutes. Mavericks back to within 1. As Tedesco went 2 of 2 from the line. This is Rose. Looking. She finds LaFaro open. No good from three. But Weesey has the rebound and can't finish. And finally, Barrera brings it in for Mercy. Ball on the floor. Wall tracks it down. Great effort from Weesey on the glass and then hustling after that ball. Wall finds an open Stanovich for three.
Stanovich, the leading scorer for the Mavericks. Dolphins have not had an answer for her this evening.
Mavericks back in front by 2. Alarcon finds Rose. Rose out to Weesey. Now LaFaro for Johnson. Johnson for Alarcon. And the lefty layup is good. Jenna-Lise has been phenomenal since the start of the second half.
A tremendous second half for Jenna-Lise Alarcon, willing her team in this one.
She has 15 second half points. 7 of 9 from the floor.
Incredible.
Stanovich out to Nembach. Now Barrera wants to feed it inside. Instead goes at LaFaro. Throws up a wild shot, almost banked it in. And Tedesco can't finish the hook. It's tipped out of bounds, and it will be Dolphins basketball. Score tied at 60, and the Dolphins have it. Weesey to the bench, Lambert in for Staten Island. Inside of 8 minutes to go in the game. Johnson defended by Nembach. Up top for LaFaro. Now Lambert uses the Rose screen. Lambert double teamed, finds Johnson. Rose to the basket. Easy 2.
Rose and Alarcon in this half, Joe, have been unstoppable.
Open 3, no good off back iron by Wall. Here comes LaFaro. Lizzie will slow it down. She finds the cutting Alarcon, and Jenna-Lise has 2 more. She has 17.
Well, Joe, I really think Jenna-Lise, knowing the competitor she is, she was so motivated by that missed layup at the end of the first half that she has come out here so fired up in the second half, and it's been shown in their scoring column.
Alarcon might be approaching a season high in scoring as the Mavericks travel.
Well, I know she had at least 20 in one game, but it was a similar scenario where she'd all have points in the second half. A few games back here at the Tank.
Last game, she had an even 20. That was her season high.
And what's she have right now?
She has 17. 2 baskets away.
Very well within striking range here for the season high.
If they don't double her, she's going to get it with ease. Rose, nice head fake. And she gets the bounce off the back rim. The Dolphins now lead it by 6. Timeout, Mavericks.
Well, there you had it, Joe. Alarcon gets double teamed, as she always does, and she's able to kick it to Rose, who gets open and lays it in. Dolphins with the largest lead of the evening.
And we will head to break with one more look at that last basket. Jenna-Lise Alarcon has led the Dolphins back from 22 down. They are now 6 up, as that's the last make by Rose. We head to break. CSI 66, Mercy 60.
Pure college sports.
There's light at the end of the tunnel.
A return to normal, and all we love about sports.
You've instilled resilience, focus, and selflessness in us. We've put those lessons to work.
We've found strength and unity in each other.
You continue to take us places we never imagined.
You bring out the best in us.
So when we look forward, we see the light at the end of the tunnel.
We see a better world for all of us and for college sports.
6.5 minutes to go, fourth quarter. The Dolphins now lead it by 6, their largest lead. Feed goes inside, it's tipped, and a foul was called on Johnson as that pass was on its way in.
Dolphins foul charge number 4, Kaya Johnson, her third, team second.
Inbound goes to Stanovich, defended by Alarcon. Now Tedesco, right back to Stanovich. And Alarcon tipped the entry pass and steals it. Here comes Lambert, now Johnson off the handoff. And Kaya will slow things down as the Dolphins get set in their half-court offense. Johnson from Masinghe. Right back to Johnson, defended by Nembach. LaFaro to the basket. Kicks out. Alarcon left open. She swings it to Johnson. 4 to shoot. Kaya for Alarcon. Hook shot off the front rim. Rebounded by Masinghe.
Great job by Noemi to crush the boards there and give the Dolphins a second chance.
Johnson to the rim. And a blocking foul is called inside.
Mavericks foul charge number 15, Mariah Tedesco. Maria Tedesco, her fourth, team's first.
Bit of a hiccup there on public address. We'll forgive Nick. He joins us for game 2.
The Nick at Night broadcast coming up next.
I'll stay over at swim. Who needs me? As Johnson hits the first free throw. Our engineer for game 1, Andrew Rotundo. Our camera operator, Pat G. Lorenzo. His guest, Pistol Pete, the janitor.
Petey two hands.
Dolphins by 8 following those free throws. Joe Foreman on the call alongside Nick Durst. 5.5 to play from the tank. Wall in the corner. She wants the entry pass, has Barrera. She's quickly doubled and fouled. The Pistol Pete moniker, courtesy of men's basketball head coach TJ Tibbs. His team takes the court next.
Johnson, her fourth, team's third.
I know Coach Tibbs will make sure that Pete does not interfere with his game film.
I'd be laughing pretty hard if head coach Tibbs goes over there before the game and tells Pete to watch out for the camera. Imagine that, the big game film study session showing the team, and you see Pete getting the hands up. Good defense right there.
I said we love his enthusiasm. He needs to keep it out of the camera lens. Off the missed free throw, the Mavericks grab the rebound, and the Dolphins commit another foul. That is their 4th team foul.
Dolphins foul charge number 2, Ashley Lambert, her fourth, team's fourth.
Wall. Right to the basket, and the floater is good.
Wall, the Mavericks capitalizing there off of the foul. Dolphins now have 4 fouls, so 5 minutes left. Free throws could play a pivotal role here for the Mavericks.
5 minutes to play. The Dolphins lead by 5. And to your point, every single score this point forward is huge, including that one. As Kyra Rose once again gets inside and puts it in. Rose now has 15.
Great job by her.
So tough to stop off of that hop step. And Stanovich with the scoop layup. Able to silence the crowd for a moment.
Stanovich, very hard to stop in this game, leading her team in points.
That was a tough shot. LaFaro. For Alarcon, now Masinghe. Noemia looks to drive, and she had an open shot. Alarcon tried to save it, but that's a turnover.
Yeah, Masinghe trying to force the Alarcon there.
She had the shot. And Mavericks can't connect as Alarcon went down hard.
Hard foul there against Alarcon.
Fortunately for Jenna Lease, I think most of that noise came from her sneakers slamming against the floor.
fourth, team second.
Stanovich now has 4.
Jennalise smartly with the knee pads, as she's oftentimes absorbing a lot of physical contact.
Whenever I used to play with, we'll just call them some more aggressive competitors in pickup, I was not shy about wearing the body armor because I'm not going home after taking elbows to the ribs all day, sore from...
Yeah, you don't want to get anything. You don't want to get elbowed to the clavicle either.
Yeah, you know, those elbows to the clavicle are tough. Andrew's looking at us like, what do you mean by that? Well, our camera operator, Pat G. Lorenzo.
Yeah, he's toughing it out. He's playing hurt tonight.
So the Mavericks were charged with a technical foul following the foul call, but Phelan can't make the first of 2 technical free throws. Now, Pat, as I was saying, was injured during our pickup game. So he's
hurting the clavicle.
Working with a bruised clavicle as Phelan goes 1 of 2 from the line. Andrew's nodding, saying, much respect, much respect. Andrew was there, too.
Andrew had a huge 2-pointer from way downtown.
He doesn't like to dribble, though. He takes a few extra steps once in a while.
He got called for a travel once.
He nods. That's true. I know. That's why I said
He's not much of a ball handler. He's a spot up and move a little closer shooter.
When I'm feeling it, I'm not much of a passer either, so it's okay. Dolphins lead by 6. 15 on the shot clock. Rose has it. Rose out to LaFaro. Lizzie calling for a screen. She gets one from Alarcon. And that pass is stolen by Wall. Wall races up the floor and is fouled.
Good foul by LaFaro there.
All right, Nick, as soon as this game is over, I'm going to head next door. So I'll trust you and Andrew to handle a post-game interview if there is one.
Well, is Andrew ready to go with the camera? That's the question.
He will be.
Well, I think there's no question as to who the player of the game would be if the Dolphins win.
The camera is pointed the wrong way right now. We'll see if Andrew can handle turning it around. We did get it here, so I think we can get it back.
All right, so if that's the case, we'll wrap up. I'll wrap up the game from the court with the interview. If the Dolphins win.
Wall goes 2 for 2 from the line. It's a 4-point game. You know what the great ones say. Somebody's got to do something.
It's very true.
Just over 3 minutes to go. The CSI lead is 4. Rose up top. Phelan. Thought about the 3. LaFaro fires. Too strong. And the rebound goes to Nembach.
Dolphins' next offensive possession. You need to slow it down. Take your time. Try to get the ball to Alarcon or Rose.
All right, Nick. I've been summoned.
I thought they're going to pull you off right now before the game ends.
They were ready to pull me off right now, but with 2.5 to go, can't move. As Alarcon traveled. Now, if we go to overtime, that could be problematic.
All right, Andrew's putting the headset on. We're going to call the rest of the game.
He might have to. If this game goes to overtime, he does.
Well, it's going to be tough. I'll take the roster.
I just realized, Nick, there's no post-game interview because I have to take the microphone.
Oh, jeez.
So
headsets.
What we can do is use the headset. Exactly. My vacated headset belongs to the TLC Physical Therapy Player of the Game if the Dolphins win. The Mavericks hope to have something to say about that. They have it, trailing by 4, 2 minutes to play. Wall thought she was hit. Stanovich finds Wall open, and Wall can't connect from three-point range. Rose with the rebound.
Dolphins need a basket here. They'll go a long way if they're able to do so. Take a timeout.
The Dolphins call timeout. All right, Nick, I've been summoned. Andrew takes my headset. He has it the rest of the way.
All right, Andrew on play-by-play the rest of the way. I can't believe this, Joe. Andrew, welcome to the broadcast. We're at a crunch time here, and Joe Foreman gets pulled off the air. Can you believe it?
What a big spot here, Nick. Can't think of a bigger spot to be in here. Dolphins up 4. Largely due in part to Jennalise Alarcon's big second half here with 1:59 to go. Dolphins take a timeout. Each team with 1 timeout left.
Yeah, Andrew, so we'll see what happens here. The big timeout. Dolphins here If they get a basket here, this is going to go a far way, and we're going to ultimately get into the foul free throw game. But right now, if they miss this basket, Mercy come right back down, make it a one-possession game.
Rose, Alarcon, Masenge, Johnson, and Phelan here for the final about 2 minutes. Phelan has the ball. She hands it off.
Johnson now over to Rose in the corner. Rose dribbles to the basket. She gets stripped, and the Mavericks have the ball.
That's a big defensive play there by the Mavericks, Nick.
Tremendous job by them. As Nembach was right in the middle of that. She's got the ball now. Takes the screen. Looks to pass now. Gets it to the top of the key. Over into the corner now. Are the Mavericks. In the paint. Going out Rose and getting fouled was Barea. And she'll go to the free throw line here, looking to make this a one-possession game, Andrew.
And Nick, she needs these free throws here.
Barrera to the free throw line for 2 shots. 1 minute and 23 seconds left. First free throw is good. Second one good as well. And just like that, it's a one-possession game, 2-point game here. And baskets are going to be of the essence right now, Andrew. Need to score if you're the Dolphins here. Otherwise, Mercy has a chance to tie or take the lead here in the last minute of the game. 1:15 left in this one. Johnson with the ball. Looking to pass. She's stopped. Gives it to Lambert. Lambert to Rose. Rose off the dribble. She passes it in the corner to Lambert. Lambert shoots the three. No good. Off the mark. Mavericks with the ball. Halverson with the rebound. And Mercy has a chance now with 54 seconds to take the lead or tie it. They can go 2 for 1 here as well. Nembach to Wall. Wall to the basket. She gets stopped. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Lambert all over her defensively. Wall kicks it. And the shot by Nembach is no good. Rebounded by Masenge. 30 seconds left. Dolphins do not need to shoot the ball right now. And they don't. And Johnson gets fouled. Fouled there by Barrera.
Well, what a big miss, but an even bigger rebound there by Masenge to grab that underneath the basket and hold on to it. And Dolphins hanging on to a 2-point lead now with 25 seconds to go. Each team still with a timeout.
25 seconds to go. Shot clock is off. Dolphins just need to inbound the ball in the front court. Do not need to shoot. And they'll get fouled. And
wow,
Lambert is called for the offensive foul with the elbow. Mavericks now with the chance to tie or win this game, Andrew, as Lambert fouls out and Dana Phelan will come in the game.
That's a really big call there. That's incredible. And now it looks like Mavericks are going to take their last timeout with 22.4 on the clock, Nick.
Yeah. Could be a really costly foul here, obviously, as if Dolphins just advanced the ball in the front court. They were going to be fouled, going to the free throw lines, looking to ice this one out. Dolphins now need to come up with a big defensive stop. I might be coming to you, Andrew, for a replay. And if you don't have it, you're going to have to check here on the live stream to look. So we'll see here what's going on. So Andrew will go to csidolphins.com/CSI Sportsnet and pull up the replay here for the officials. So, excuse me if I'm silent here. I'll help Andrew out getting the replay on the screen. As of course our internet's going very slow, so we will Andrew's going to find the replay once we hit the start here. Of course, the intro button. You can't see this on your screen, folks, but Andrew's going to get the replay for the officials. So that replay is going to be right there. And Andrew will find the play and spin the camera around for the officials. So I believe they're looking for off the inbound. So Andrew's going to take care of that. But we're here in the tank, 71-69, 22.4 seconds left here in the fourth period. They're going to be looking at the Ashley Lambert play and to see what the call is. So Andrew's showing them the replay right now on the computer monitor. And they'll take a look to see if they're going to apply a technical foul, I believe, which would not be great for the Dolphins, as there would be more free throws.
Yeah.
Andrew and the officials working through it. You don't see it on the screen, but that is what it is. They're looking at the play now. All right, so Andrew, good job with the replay. What were they looking at? What play?
They were trying to get a closer look on that elbow on the offensive foul from Ashley Lambert there.
So they're trying to see if it's going to be a technical foul.
Yeah, they're trying to upgrade it.
I don't think they should. What do you think, Andrew? What was the?
No,
what
I
do
don't
they
think
call,
they should either.
What do they decide? They decide to keep the play as is?
Ashley was just trying to protect that ball. I think they should just leave the play as is.
I think they did that, as Nick Pavona confirmed it. And now we have some huge free throws right now. We'll see if the tank comes alive and makes some noise. They got to get Pete behind the backboard to wave, but it's not going to be free throws. So right now, the inbound. Herrera passes it into the basket and laying it up and in. Stanovich. Dolphins will use their last timeout. We could be going to overtime, Andrew, or the Dolphins could win it here.
Yeah, this is a big spot here. It doesn't get any closer than this, Nick. 71 points apiece, 16.9 seconds on the clock. Time basket there for the Mavericks. This is a big spot here for the Dolphins. No bigger.
It's got to be killing Joe Foreman to be missing this.
Yeah.
Closing seconds of the game.
Missing quite an ending here.
Well, no worries, as the ECC network viewers are in good hands between the two of us here. And, of course, Pete with his hands on the camera as well.
That's right.
Now, if the Dolphins win it here at a miraculous last shot, we got to watch out because Pete's hands are probably going to be going crazy.
Pete's hands are going to be flying up there. That's a fact.
All right, so Andrew, come out of this. What are you drawing up? What's your play call? What would you do?
I don't know much about basketball here, Nick. I'm not a basketball fiend.
So who would you give the ball to?
I got to give it to the hot hand, either Alarcon or Lizzie LaFaro.
All right, we'll see what happens. I think they're going to look to give it to Alarcon. I would also look to see if they give the ball to Rose at the top of the key and see if she's able to dribble it to the basket on her own and create a shot and make it like she can and has before. So on the court right now, Alarcon, Rose, Masinge, Phelan, and Kaya Johnson.
You have to think it's going to be either Rose or Alarcon here.
Masinge back to Johnson. The Dolphins are going to hold for the last shot, so either they're going to make it and win or it's going to go to overtime. Over to Masinge. Masinge back to Johnson. Johnson to the basket, pulls up, shoots it, and it's good! Dolphins go ahead, 73-71, 2.3 seconds left. Mavericks might not be able to get off the shot. They don't, and the Dolphins win it! The Dolphins come all the way back to win the game! 73-71, Dolphins are victorious. The men's team storms the court, and the Dolphins come away, Andrew, with their biggest win of the season.
Absolutely tremendous. What a comeback by the Dolphins, down as much as 21 points in this game back in that first half, and what a second half comeback for these Dolphins. And unbelievable stuff. Biggest win of the year so far. You're going to get another look real quick at that drive.
Andrew's going to text across the scores table to send over the player of the game, which of course is Jenelise Alarcon. And hopefully we get the scoreboard banner here. But Andrew, what a thrilling finish as you saw the replay there. The game-winning basket by Kaya Johnson, taking it all herself and putting the Dolphins ahead for good as they win the game 73-71. Players of the game coming over here. We got 2 players of the game, Andrew, and we got 1 headset, which is yours. So I'll make it work. Andrew's got to get things framed up here. So maybe we'll get one at a time here, since we only have 1 headset. All right, we are here with the TLC players of the game. First, Genelise Alicon. Genelise, what a tremendous game for your team. What a come-from-behind victory. How good does this one feel?
That feels amazing. I mean, we hated losing to them in their place, and we know, like, that this is our home. Like, we needed to end that losing streak, and, like, that's how you get it done. Like, they're a good team in the conference, and we really needed that boost.
Big win, of course, and great game for you. You want to save your energy for the second half. All your points in the second half. You were really feeling it here in the second half tonight.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
I mean, I kind of came off a little, like, shy and a little off, and Coach saw that. And my teammates and my coaches had all the faith in me. And they said, like, Jen, the second half is yours. As soon as we scored the first one, I scored the first one, I said, it's over.
It was done. Well, congratulations, Genelise.
you.
Great game. We'll pass the headset now to Kaya Johnson, who made the game-winning basket. Kaya, congratulations. Huge win for the team. You got the ball there at the end. Not sure if that was the called shot, but I always call you Kaya Mid-Range Johnson for a reason. Anywhere in the mid-range, that's your shot. Total confidence for you there to walk us through that possession and the game-winning shot.
Coach told me I had the ball in my hand. I didn't know what to do. I seen the lane, and I went for it.
And the rest is history. Huge win, so you win 73-71. Hands down your biggest win of the season. How good does this one feel?
It feels great. I feel amazing. All
right, Kaya, congratulations. And best luck the rest of the season. Go celebrate this one with the team.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Kaya Johnson. That's going to do it here for the TLC Physical Therapy post-game. Men's basketball coming up next, so keep it locked here on the ACC Network. And we'll be back in a little bit. Dolphins win 73-71. Good night, everybody.